Hey, hi, and ciao, wagwan. This is the track numero 9, the only track with a feature, Watching the Fire, off of EX2 by IRON.EXE. Check it out, beautiful album. Yeah, this is the 9th track on the album. It's a shorter one, but definitely probably the most sonically beautiful listens you will ever hear in your life. Yeah, let's give it a spin. Let's see what's going on with it. I will show you this. So we do start off with this sample, which originally is this from this is quite a new song. The original is, yeah. So that's the original, and then this is the sample. This is what I transferred it down to. So yeah, that's what that sounds like. I will try and quickly find the chorus. Just a second, sorry. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. So that is the chorus, which is this one. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's also pitched down to. So we got the sample at the beginning. We got this sample here, also accompanied by this drum loop, which I made. Here, you can see it here. Also here. Which actually, that second half never developed into anything, but it still sounds good. Yeah, so that's that. I've also got this drum, this kick drum. Sounds quite cool. And I've also got me on the front end. We've also got this bass here. So the chord progression goes so for the verse it is, yeah, it's that minor to that minor. F sharp minor to A sharp minor. Wow. And then we get into this chorus, which is sample which I've shown you already, which is this one. Jack doing the chorus. We got the kick a little bit different. For the drum loop, what I did is I grabbed the original. Oh, yeah, here it is. So I grabbed this. Or is it? Oh, I can't remember. Is it this one? Yeah, so I think, yeah, I grabbed this one. And there's a lot of reversing and reverb going on. And this is what I came up with. Oh, no, I grabbed it and I got rid of every snare, and I also dragged it over one. So if you play it with the actual drum beat, it sounds off. So it gives the impression that it's being played twice as fast. It's quite clever. And the chord progression does change. It starts ascending, so you get the F sharp, and then the G sharp, and then you arrived at the A sharp, and that carries on for another bar. So it's this is very similar to this. So if this were to go like that, then it would be the same chord progression. But yeah, and then we get the same thing here. We get the exact same as here. Very rare occasion again. The instrument doesn't change drastically, but in this sense, it sort of does. We get Sam here doing a verse, and then you get me doing this sort of thing here. If you listen to with the sample plays, and I start doing this, which works very well. Yeah, which works, and it carries on playing here. We got some breaks here and stuff like that, but yeah, it's pretty much an A-B format. And then this is the outro is the same sample as the chorus, except yeah, it's just added a you know, low pass. What I would say is yeah, I got the sample from YouTube. I did a dive into some Spanish instrumental music, and I can't remember if it was Spanish or Mexican, but yeah, I thought it was amazing. I listened to a lot of the tracks, and I think this was like the third or fourth track on that album, and it was just awesome. I was like, I have to use this, and it is royalty free, meaning there will be no royalties, meaning I don't owe anyone anything if I use this, which is quite good. Yeah, each sound, I mean, the drum loops and stuff, that's all from just different packs and stuff, like companies like Cymatics and stuff like that. They provide all those different free sounds and stuff. You just download a pack and you just get a couple snares. It's brilliant. And the basses are from stock sounds from Logic. So that's that. Effects wise, I won't be too long. EQ'd the start at the intro, just taking away the low and high, and a little wider, just to make it feel big. For the verse, it's the same thing, except you can just see from the if you look over here, the EQ is just a lot bigger, and also the samples are a lot louder. For the chorus, we're raising some of those high ends because we want to hear this this bongo sort of thing. I don't know if you can hear the percussion in that one, but yeah, I really wanted to hear that, so I raised that, and we got some wider as well. Also, we got a lot of side chaining to the kick. I know I've shown you this already, but I will show you again. So if I play it without but I add the side chain, you can hear how the volume just goes down when the kick plays. Yeah, so that's that one pretty much. This is just a transition between chorus and the verse, which is awesome. For I'll do vocals in a sec. The kick is just EQing all that high end, so there's no clickiness, and the compressor as well, just to add that punch. The drum loop I just took away that snare a little bit because I didn't want it to be too outrageous. Got some wider, and yeah, you can hear the difference really. from like. So I just wanted to dampen that a bit, and then the wider reverb. So yeah, this one, just compression. Obviously the sidechain wider and a lot of reverb, and yeah, same for those ones. I think this one I already added the effects, so I just used the sidechain. I also used this sort of like I don't know if you can. So if I play it, it'll be somewhere here. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. If you hear that little roll, and I just grab that, and I just I made that as some sort of drum loop. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, the bass have sub. They've got a bass amp as well, compression, wider, and a sidechain. That's the same for both of them. I think this one might be slightly louder. Yeah, you can see it's like 0.1 decibel louder. Just so we get that feeling, because that third chord at that axis there is very, very bassy. Vocally wise, Jack's just got mic pressor, pitch corrections, almost all of it. I like the humanness from it. Got a bit of echo as well. Reverb, EQ, just lowering that bottom end. Got a lot of wider, I'm pretty sure. For a vocal, that is a lot. And obviously that sidechain. This is one problem I did have, was how was I gonna sidechain? Oh goodness. How was I gonna sidechain the vocals to the kick without the vocals just not getting through? Like you can't hear the vocal if it's quiet. You know what I mean? So especially if there's a bloody kick in the way. So what I did is I just toggled the sidechaining until every word was heard, but I didn't want to, I don't want it to be too drastic. So yeah, I think it worked perfectly. I think my vocal at the beginning was the biggest sign of this, but what I ended up doing is, if you hear it, it's like, yeah, I'm a young boy talking. It's the first kick here. You couldn't really hear my vocal, and what I ended up doing was just taking the sidechain off a little bit. So that worked. Christ. Yeah, pretty much everything's the same. I think I've just got a few different EQs for this. I did harmonies on my own vocal, and I just raised that high end. And then for these ones here, I just took away the low end and high end, just to bury it a little bit so it didn't take away from Sam's vocals. Sam's vocals, same as mine and Jack's. I think the only thing with Jack's is it has more reverb. If you look at the reverb on this compared to the reverb on this, yeah, the wet's minus 42, the wet on is minus 12, so significantly more. But yeah, and then Lily's vocals, we just didn't even put pitch correction. We full faith in her, and for this, and for this like sort of intro thing, which is really cool. I think I've already gone over it. I put lots of delay, and I also added N-verb to this one to put that reverse reverb that I was talking about. And that's all the vocals. I don't think there's any automation. Nope. Lyrically, it's a very dense song. Jack and I talk about someone who's obviously died or passed away, and they're not here anymore, and basically speaking to them and talking about how they know us so much because they've just been watching over me and whatever. So I thought that was quite clever. And then Sam went on the theme of death, but it was more the death of a relationship, and Lily followed on with that. And ultimately you wouldn't really be able to tell, because it all just sounds amazing. If you just sat back and listened to the song, you wouldn't be able to tell what we're really talking about, because it's not that. But in my personal opinion, I think this is sonically like one of the best sounding tracks on the album. I think it's amazing. Mix wise, I think the bass is very high, but I think it's almost necessary for the feeling of absolute wonder. This part, especially when it goes from Lily's vocal to Jack's chorus, there's this huge hit, and it's the bass just feels like the world is exploding, sort of thing. And I think that is got to be one of the best sounding things on the entire album. Just this little segment right here. I will play it, but I just want you to listen to it, you know. Yeah. I think the vocals are mixed quite low, but they end up getting quite high. So I think the chorus is very high, but I think the verses, apart from Lily's, I think mine and Sam's are very low in the mix, but it's good in a good way. I think Jack's is quite high. If anything, I probably could have turned that down, but I still don't think it would hit as hard. So I'm not really too fussed. Yeah, I think the percussion wise, the kick is quite low in the mix, but because of the side chain, it sounds very high. So yeah, and this snare we dampen that. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, especially. This has got to be one of my favourite songs I've ever made. So yeah, thank you. All the best.